Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see how to use the laws of exponents to solve simple problems. Let us take an example here. In this example, let us try to simplify this expression. Let me write this thing down. Simplify 2 to the power of negative 3 plus 3 to the power of negative 1. So we are adding two exponents. So for example, the way to solve these types of problems is we will use the laws of exponents and then break them down into these simple steps. Step number 1, 2 to the power of 3 we can write as 2 to the power of negative 3 we can write as 1 over 2 to the power of 3, and then 3 to the power of negative 1 we can write as 1 over 3 to the power of 1, or just 3 to the 1 over 3. So therefore 2 to the power of negative 3 plus 3 to the power of negative 1 we can write as 1 over 2 to the power of 3 plus 1 over 3, like that. Therefore we know that 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2, which is equal to 8. So therefore 1 over 8 plus 1 over 3. It is now very similar to solving fractions. So therefore step number 2, we're going to find the common denominator. So we take the first fraction, multiply and divide by a number, and we take the second fraction, multiply and divide by a number, and the number we are looking for are, we multiply and divide by 3 to the first fraction, multiply and divide by 8 to the second fraction. So that gives us a common denominator. Therefore when we simplify this is going to be 1 times 3 is 3 divided by 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 times 8 is 8, and 3 times 8 is 24. So therefore the common denominator is 24, and then when we add the numerator parts, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. So therefore 11 over 24 is our answer, and that is where we want to leave the answer at. Let's look at another example. This time let us say we want to simplify this expression. Simplify an expression which is of this kind. Let me erase this part here. Simplify simplify 4 to the power of negative 1 minus 3 to the power of negative 2. This whole thing is raised to the power of negative 2. Okay, so we will use the laws of exponents, and we'll also use some of the things which we know from our simplifying fractions, and then be able to solve this problem. Step number 1, we will rewrite the terms which are given to us in exponential form in fraction format. 4 to the power of negative 1 we can write as 1 over 4 minus 3 to the power of negative 2 we can write as 1 over 3 to the power of 2, and all of this is raised to the power of negative 2. So we can also further simplify this as 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3 to the power of 2 is 1 over 9. 3 to the power of 2 is 3 times 3, therefore 1 over 9. So this whole thing is raised to the power of 2. We'll simplify the terms we'll simplify the fractions within the parentheses, and then we will raise it to the power of negative 2. Now we want to find, let's write the second step. In the second step we want to find a common denominator between 4 and 9. So the only way we can find that is by multiplying and dividing the first fraction by a number, multiplying and dividing the second fraction by a number, and all of this is raised to the power of negative 2. So now the numbers we want to multiply and divide are I'm going to multiply and divide by 9 for the first fraction, multiply and divide by 4 to the second fraction. That will give us a common denominator of 36. So let us see. So here we have 1 times 9 is 9, 4 times 9 is 36, minus 1 times 4 is 4, 9 times 4 is 36. So this whole thing needs to be raised to the power of negative 2. So therefore, the common denominator now is 36, and then we need to simplify the numerator part. And when we simplify the numerator part, we have 9 minus 4, which is 5, divided by 36, and this whole thing is raised to the power of negative 2. And we know from the laws of exponents that if we have a over b, and this is raised to a negative exponent like that, we can rewrite this one as b over a, this whole thing raised to the power of positive m. Therefore, using this law of exponent, we can write this, our given number, as follows: 5, or let me rewrite this, 5 over 36 raised to the power of negative 2 can be written as 36 over 5 raised to the power of positive 2. That means we need to simplify this. 36 times 36 divided by 5 times 5. 36 times 36 is 1296. 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, we can leave our answer in this improper fraction format. So therefore, this is the way we want to be able to solve simple problems using the laws of exponents. Thank you for being with me for my presentations. Thank you.